This has been a long time. Bones, are you there?
Yep, I'm here. Got my coffee, got the pugs. Time
Got
to
your coffee? Yeah,
yeah.
I think it too bad this isn't early in the morning. We could all just have some coffee. I see Dave, GCA. Hi, Kelly, Ladybug. Irish twin, I've missed you so much. Hi, Robin. It's a nice surprise for me too. Um, have Brooke, um, Welshie, Kayla, and Sagacious. So that's a,
Lovely.
hi, Sagacious.
Ooh.
How are you? Hi, Freeside. So I want to introduce myself in case anyone watches this that they don't know who I am. But I am Kelly, the advocate. Technically, an advocate for domestic violence victims, not an advocate for any crazy stuff on the internet. So just wanted to reiterate that. Hi, Irish. It's been so long. I've missed you guys so much. Um, I'm not going to lie. I had a good time, no stress outside of YouTube, but it just there's so much to share and there's so much to talk about, and it would be nice to kind of touch back on it and see how things go. I mean, I've changed a lot within this past almost a year and a half, I think.
Wow.
It would have been 2 years in October because I remember exactly what month I left YouTube for a while. And honestly, I didn't think I was ever going to do this again. I really thought, nope, I'm done. You know, there's nothing else left to this, and but I don't know, just time went on, and um, I've been in school. So I'm getting a second bachelor's degree in forensic psychology. So I have just a few more months left and I get to graduate. So that's exciting. I got an advocate job. So I just went out there and did it in real life. And but then I missed you guys. I felt like there was pieces missing, and I always thought of everyone. Um, Hi, Shrek. Gameplays. Robin, there you are. Yeah, nothing has changed. It's nasty. Oh,
Not
let's try to
nasty.
change that. Um, Bones, I want you to just tell everyone what you're doing really quick at the moment.
Well, I've still got my tribe, the pugs, so they keep me busy. And I'm over in the world of TikTok and doing quite well over there.
Hmm.
Doing lives over there. I abandoned my YouTube platform just
Oh,
just
yeah.
because TikTok took off. Well, TikTok took off, so TikTok got my attention. But I'm starting to plug myself back in a little bit over this way. Um, to start putting the podcasts back out there again. But TikTok's kept me busy for and obviously chatting with you in between. Putting the world to rights in between everything.
Hmm.
Uh,
Mr. Shannonite. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It's
there he is.
exciting to see the old gang.
They're coming in.
Go ahead, keep talking. So you're on TikTok,
Yes.
and everybody, by the way, Bones is on TikTok and has a pretty decent following, and she is doing a lot of all true crime coverage,
Lovely.
and she actually recently has just gotten into a documentary, just filmed a documentary.
I have. Can't talk about it yet though, not the details, but I have. I'm not telling anyone when it is, by the way. You'll just have to see it and then go, oh my god, that's how I know her.
Well, thank you for visiting, Mr. Shannon. I love it. I'd love to see. Hi, Larry. Were you on my last live? You were like, oh, this lady's never coming back.
Was it the last live though when you were on? When you had a little visit, you visited and you fleeted back off again.
Oh,
Maybe people
did I go live? I thought I hadn't gone live in like since that October of 22.
No, I think you paid a visit and then just did a one-off, just popped on somewhere and then left again. But not back, just to visit on someone else's. That might be where they saw you.
Might be. Yeah. I was on someone else's panel not too long ago. Irish twins started watching TV again. What have you been watching? How have you been doing? Gosh, I haven't seen you. Love the picture. You look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, what is TV?
TB?
TV.
Oh,
What is
TV?
TV? Like, what is
Television?
that? Yeah, like it's been that long.
What is that? I don't know. I don't know. There's so many streaming services out there that it's like, I feel like now there's so many options, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. That's really cool. But I don't know. It's just so much.
I think a lot of people like this sort of thing though, because wherever I go, if someone's live, there's always people around chit chatting with each other.
Yeah.
People kind of like to have, I don't know, like where we share information, depending on it doesn't matter what the topic is. Obviously, it's got to have the topic to bring the people that you want in there, but you share the topic, but then people then come in and want to talk about that topic, or if you're talking about what's happening in the news or something, like
Yeah.
people are interested. And I don't think a lot of people sit down and watch TV anymore.
Right. And
you don't.
you're right. And and again, because I started working with domestic violence victims again, I started to see that there was more and more domestic violence out there that is, coming in, coming in, coming in. And then when you go on watching TV, that's all it's out there is in the true crime. And majority of it is domestic violence. And that's something that I'm just always trying to relay the information and what people can do to start making, prepping to get out of the situation. Recognize it for what it is, acknowledge it, and start making choices, right? So that's why I think me coming back was necessary. I want to see this channel um, be successful to help other people, and that was my first goal to begin with, was to do that. But I got so sucked into a different world. It was like the rabbit hole, that um, we tend to slip in. And I think that after the time away, I was able to regroup and heal from a lot of the, wounds that I received. Um, there's Brooke. So, Irish twin, my son was home for a month from Australia, and my third son went back out with him a week tomorrow. Oh, wow. Australia. Do they like it there? That's really cool. That is really cool. There's Brooke.
With a little cat.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I think that if we just start kind of looking out for each other, those of us who actually care, some people just really don't give a crap, and that's cool. To each his own. Had to turn on my light here. No, Irish twin. I know what it's like to feel like that. That is awful. I know that they're having fun, but us left behind are grieving their presence. Um, but yeah, I mean, and what really triggered me, and Bones and I have talked about it, and Brooke and I have talked about it, but what really triggered me to feel that I think more education and emotional support should be given is to more people, and it's just like there's so many people that don't know about it. And I think Madeline Soto's case is what really got me, um, because so that was something that kind of triggered me to be like, you know what, I miss out there. There's misinformation about domestic violence victims and what people have gone through, and even talking more about men that are victims as well. So I just want to say that the numbers are going up of men recognizing when they're in an abusive relationship or marriage. Um, so I really am proud to say that men are standing up for themselves, and that's really good. So anyway, I went off on a tangent. Went off on a tangent.
Tangents are good.
Yeah.
Tangent means you're on topic. you,
Yeah.
you, you're fired up.
I'm fired up. So I thought I wanted to come also and just, get an update, check in. Um, I I think that my time off and definitely healing. The one thing that I did do was I worked on myself. Like, what were my triggers? What are the things that I have to address within myself, and before I could help anybody else. Hi, 71 KJC. Love it. Love to see everybody. And oh, Irish twin. It's great to see you. You are definitely one of the people I thought about. Was like, how's she doing? Um, so Bones today is with me because, first of all, I haven't been live for myself by myself. I've been on other people's panels, but I didn't have to run the show, right? So I was like, whatever. But today, hi, Kay Smalls. It's good to see you. How have you been? Just don't tell all the BS on here. Stick to you and let it roll off your back. Absolutely. Um, you're right. You're absolutely right. And that's stuff that I learned. And I think another thing is, just kind of recognizing your own issues. I think I mentioned that the triggers, like what's going to trigger what, why are you get triggered by that? Just start doing that cognitive, um, release of, okay, I need to write down what I'm saying or what I'm thinking and what's the truth, and challenge it. Oh, you haven't been on the tubes either. Yeah. Yeah. It's been, I mean, it was really rough when I left in October 2022. So it was pretty rough for me. And I absolutely lost myself before I left. YouTube, and I think I lost myself every bit of the way since I started. You get connected with people, and they're in your ear, and it was just too much. And like Bones and I have talked about, and Brooke too, you got to be careful who you're surrounding yourself with, and who's putting, what type of pressure on you. Thank you so much, 71. And I'm glad to see that, a lot of everybody is good, and everybody's doing their own thing, which is awesome. Oh, thanks, Sagacious. Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I hug you too. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for visiting me too. Everybody, thank you. And because I really have missed everybody, and it's nice to see some familiar. I guess I have to say avatars, right? Not. I wish I could say faces, but
Names.
yeah, names, familiar names for sure. And some people change their names too. So if I don't recognize anyone, or I apologize. Um, but I did start school. I was just trying to get like a new career. I wasn't happy. If you're not happy in your life, if you're not happy getting up every day, taking a shower, getting ready, driving to a job, or at least doing something from home, if you're not happy, don't stay. That's the most important thing I want to say is don't force yourself to stay. Don't tolerate bad behavior around you. If are dealing with any type of work stress or work bullying or anything like that, that is happening a lot as well. But you can always be the whistleblower, so to speak. But anyway, no, find something that you love, and that's going to bring you the fulfillment in your heart, you know. And I don't know what made me choose forensic psychology, but I think I wanted to have the psychology piece with a little more of the forensics piece, and working with the law, because psychology, a lot of people, those people just work with one client individually, but when it comes to the criminal system, they can keep things private or whatnot, or they can do evaluations. But it's really cool to find a job that you can help and be able to evaluate, and see where someone's thoughts are. And I found so many of my flaws on my time. Oh, you've been back at work. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Doesn't matter how old you are, you can restart at any age. That's true. That is true. I mean, I read a story that a woman graduated college, and she was like 83 or something, in her 80s. I was like, it's never too late to expand, you know. Hi, Jane. Nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I think that it's good to have that support system around you, like I had. Bones, I don't mean to. If you want to talk, you can definitely jump in.
You carry on.
I'm just yapping away. But
It's like you've never
um,
been away.
yeah, well, right. Um, Bones and Brooke stuck with me um, through a time, and I'm not saying everybody are jerks or anything for not being there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they stuck with me at a time that I really needed it, and they gave me that support, and they were patient with me and loving and understanding. And um, there's there's no connection like that when you have somebody that is in your corner, giving you that, water in the corner in a boxing match, right? And giving you massages. You can go, you can do this. And that's Bones and that's Brooke. And they both have been wonderful. And um, it was really hard for me to even talk on the phone, right, Bones? It was
Mm,
hard to.
yeah, it was like you just disappeared, like literally. And then once in a blue moon, you'd be like, I'm okay. Okay, this is good. This is progress.
Yeah. Yeah, this is progress. Hi,
But we could,
Wilshie.
but the thing is like if you've got someone like that who's like not answering the phone or not responding, you've just got to keep going back because you just got to keep going back because if not, it's easy to then just wander off and you don't actually know what's actually going on. And actually,
Right.
they will appreciate it even if they don't at the time.
That's true. And you know, I really did not. I couldn't talk on the phone. I was so triggered by YouTube. It wasn't even funny. I couldn't even click on the app on my phone to be like, "Hey, let's watch something." And I have true crime channels that I adore that I look forward to every morning or twice a week or whatnot. And I didn't even feel comfortable doing that at all. Oh, I've been doing good. Well, how have you been? Hi, Robbie. How are you? Thank you so much, sweetie. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Well, I catch a couple of your stuff, so and I I don't talk much. TikTok, I don't do anything on. I'm terrible on TikTok. Bones tried getting me on her live and it was like a mess.
It was fine until we got booted off. But that's fine. That sometimes happens. You know.
Oh, Irish twin, I appreciate you so much. That's so sweet. Um, it was not a good time for me. It really wasn't. I was very, very, thank you, Robbie. I was very upset and stressed and depressed and you name it. And there's a you either poop or you get off the pot, so to speak, right? Like you have to decide, do I want to pitch a tent here and live in depression and anxiety and the PTSD? Because I've told Bones um, just not too long ago, I have YouTube PTSD. And she's like, oh, we're going to get through that. Yeah.
Get that
So
out of you.
it took me, I don't know what, like 6 months for me to get back on YouTube just to watch my channels. I think it wasn't quick. It wasn't right away. I'll tell you that. It was terrible. But you know, we go back and we have to reevaluate our lives. Oh, thank you, Irish Twin. It was awesome to do it. You know what though? It took me it took me a few minutes for me to actually work up the nerve to schedule this live. And I'm just going to be honest about that because I I miss everybody and I have so much to share, but I I'm not going to be how it's not going to be how it was before where I'm getting all stuck in drama and that stuff is really I don't know what's happened to me, but it's maybe the growing and the evolving that I've done and the working on myself. I mean, I'm in therapy twice a month, but in the beginning, I had to go talk to people. I was like, I got to talk to someone. Um, because it was just I didn't understand why my mental health was just deteriorating, going down, down, down. So, oh, Brooke, you're feeding everybody. Yeah, 71. I just want to stay. Well, you know what? It's not even, I just don't understand it anymore. It makes me sick. So it's like a physical reaction that I get from seeing the drama. So I definitely am staying away from it. I think I am staying. Well, she was thinking about putting some content out there, but it is going to be a little different than what I did before. Because before, what I was doing was really just more talking about narcissists and trying to educate on that. But I think that that was a different turn and angle that, maybe it was good at the time. But I think revamping things and making it a little different is key to change. Um, just a big, big key to change. Yeah, I did. You're right, Irish twin. I did. I took too much and I did. I was just like, you know what? I'm done with online. Real life is more important. And then as time went on, I was able to grow and change, but I think going back to school helped me tremendously. What do you think, Bones?
Yeah, definitely. When you started to do that, it was kind of like, I think as well, finding where you are now with work as well and doing the schooling, I think both of those things have made a massive difference as well. Because I think combined with, I think obviously not with all the YouTube stuff, and then you weren't quite happy with where you were at work, and then you had that move, and then you needed to move again. And when I think once you tied those two together, even though it's a lot of work, you're busy with it. I think
Yeah,
it definitely made a difference. Um, and I think you need to have something that draws your attention, which obviously that has done, and then you'll get that sense of achievement because you're looking at the longer goal, not the short goal of like what that can do for you in the real world.
right. Absolutely. Yes, I would love to go to more places. Well,
Yeah,
we will do that. There was a place I went to not too long ago that I was like, "Oh, darn it. I'm not doing live streams anymore."
you mean you went and you didn't even take us with you? What the hell?
Right. I know. Like
What's wrong
that.
with a friend of you?
I know. What is happening? Um Yeah, but so much has happened recently. Like, my parents were. I wanted to talk about this too. I thought this would be. I mean, it. Thank God nobody was hurt, right? But my parents were in a restaurant that got shot up. There was a gang, and it was a gang war, and they were on both sides of the street, and the shooter was right at my mom's car. So the people across the street were shooting at him, and they didn't hit my mom's car, which, except later I will say that they did. They did. But it didn't pierce the tire. It didn't, there was it was just so bizarre. But anyway, my parents were going to be leaving, and my dad said, you know what? I have to go wash my hands. So my mom went and sat back down in the booth. And sure enough, my dad said it sounded like machine guns, like a do 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 do, because that's how many bullets were being shot, you know. And that just puts life into perspective. You know, you could be just hanging out um at, you know what I mean, like you're at a lunch and you're having a nice lunch and then something like that happens, you know. So that's out here for you. You know, we have to worry about that stuff. And that's why I'm just like, you know, life is too short. I am grateful that everybody's safe, nobody was harmed, and the restaurant literally handled it like a boss. I mean, it's almost like they were well trained for that. I definitely, I definitely gave them kudos so other people could see that they handled that really well. 71 says, I've been venting out negativity by making cat and other videos lately. Good for you. Yes. And that's another thing that I kept doing. 71 was uh, during the time that I was trying, you know, learning about myself and trying to get out of that depression and that anxiety. Um, I actually started watching just cat videos and doggy videos and, you know, cute stuff and things that made me laugh. And that's another go to now comfort for me is I jump to something that's going to make me laugh and make me happy. Um, I am in a little semi stressful job, but I don't consider it stressful as much. What do you think, Bones? I think, I mean, I'm stressed, but it's almost like I love it. Not the stress, but I love my job.
I think it's that kind of thing, isn't it? It's like when people do different jobs, like police do different jobs, it's like stressful, but it's a stress that they kind of thrive off because it's what
Yeah,
they know they're doing something positive, and they actually almost want whatever to come through the door. I'm not saying you want all of that to come through the door, but like you're helping people and you're making a difference. And I think as well that you're seeing that now that you are making a difference.
thank you. I feel um I feel better about life when I'm actually in real life one on one with somebody. But then I get frustrated because I see that a lot of people are misinformed in the job what I'm doing. And I not frustrated with them. I'm frustrated with the system, you know, with the society and the court system. The legal system is absolutely ridiculous. It protects abusers a lot more than the victims. The abusers always have the funds for attorneys because they leave their victims penniless. I mean, it's just constant stuff, and victims tend to get turned on, and it's really sad. And when I see that, it's just so frustrating that I can't tell more people, okay, let's get through this. And this is all legal stuff, though. Um, I more am working on the law side. I'm in court every day. Um, I love the judge that I work with mainly.
Yeah, we love that judge. We better put
I
him on
love
the
that
top list.
judge. He's adorable. um, Fitness videos, I love that. I know I'm flipping back and forth, but Irish, I love that you're doing that. Brooke says he also is obsessed with ham because when he was a baby and wasn't eating right, I'd put ham baby food. Oh, oh, good. How did your ham turn out? Because Brooke was making ham and mashed potatoes.
She didn't invite us, did she?
She did not. She did not. I would have flown out there.
Me too. And I've got further to go.
Heartbroken for 2 days, devastated you. Devastated me. What happened? Oh, thank you. Well, it is a cool job and some respects, and then the other times I'm so like, really, you know, how could the legal system, I mean, I see it so much, and there's got to be other types of resources out there that, can educate people. Um, she thought you were having Thanksgiving early. That's hilarious. Love it. I'm happy to see that you guys are doing good, and I'm just happy to see you guys here. You guys look great.
See, I told you everyone would be happy to see you. You didn't
No.
believe me.
I don't think everyone's happy to see me, but I know I love the people that are happy to see me. I love it. I love them. After boys left, oh, Irish twin, I'm so sorry they left. And do they call you, or can you guys FaceTime, or I don't know. Do you have FaceTime, Bones? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, FaceTime or uh oh, I am so happy to see you guys. It's not even funny. You've always asked about me. That's so nice. Not many people knew what I was doing though. Not many people. Ooh, cherry cobbler. I'm not a cherry person, but that sounds yummy. Oh, Bones, thank you for bringing me back.
About time.
Ooh, pizza. Hi, Kayla. How are you? Thank you. Thank you for the welcome and the cutie face, the cutie smile face. Brooke always has those cute kitties, her cute cat on there. So and everyone just been in the same cycle of YouTube? I mean, there's nothing good that's coming out.
Oh yeah, you did. Do you remember Bones having FaceTime? I FaceTimed you on my shopping spree that day. Do you remember?
I thought it was Facebook time.
No, or it might have been WhatsApp. I know we were in WhatsApp, but yeah, I don't know, but we did go with her.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well, I do remember you coming on there. I know. Or do I know I saw a comment. I thought it was you, and I appreciate it so much.
Just
And
leave it that way.
hopefully you can come back around and let's let's not have a bad time anymore with the nonsense. You have issues with some people, but things have calmed down. Oh, well, that's good. Will you be sticking around? I hope so. Yes, Kayla. I am gonna. I crack you up. Woo! I hope I still do. That's a lot of pressure to put on me there. I'm just kidding. Oh, I love it though. I
Yeah,
love it to see
she'll be
you.
sticking around. She ain't got a choice now.
I don't have a choice. It's funny when you refuse to go back and forth with people, it diminishes quickly. It sure does. I mean, it's like when we go back and forth, we're putting gasoline on the fire, and we're expecting it to go down, and it's just, it doesn't work. And I had to learn a lot about myself, and I was like, I can't believe I was stupid enough to get involved with a lot of the nonsense. You know what I mean? So,
Easy done. I think the important message there, though, as well, is important who you surround yourself with.
yeah. Sammy Terry. Hi. Look at the kitty face. Life is too short. And I say that all the time, every day. Life is way too short to be stuck in the past, or, you know, I, you know what, even feeling depressed, which we all feel depressed, and that sometimes, and that's okay. That's okay. But we don't want to, like I've said before, pitch a tent there or build a house there and live there. We have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. And I just think it would be so much better if everybody would, or, anyone would, like to get out of that rut of depression and try moving in a different direction. Oh, my phone is going off. Sorry.
I thought that, well, I wasn't sure if that was you or over at me.
Oh, Brooke, I got your text. Thank you. Awesome knowledge. All the welcome backs. I love it. I do too. I miss everyone. Just seeing
Yeah.
people. The first time I met you was in the. Oh my God. I just snorted too. That was so funny. Those days. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, Ginger. Yeah. Oh my God. That's so funny, Kayla.
That's not, it's like, some of
Those
these,
days, I haven't thought about those days until she just said it. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
those days were just meant to be so that you could align with the people that you needed to align with for you. Just, just passing by on that one.
Oh my God. That was awful. I don't know where that woman.
It's like, where did she come from? But where the hell did she go?
Oh, I'm glad you love my laughs and snorts because I snort a lot. Messy mints. Oh yeah, the weather's changing soon. Yes, I will be going to haunted places again. And as a matter of fact, you're not going to believe this, Bones, or anybody else probably, is my daughter is going without me to abandoned places.
What?
Yes,
Rude.
right. I said, what are you doing? And she used to ask me, what are you doing? Why are you going over there? Blah, blah, blah. And then now she's doing it. Now she's doing it. I'm like, really? Oh my God. I used to sew waterproof material over duvets for homeless. Oh, you sew. That's an amazing skill to have. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you for doing that. Oh my God, she was. I don't know where that woman came from. She was crazy.
She's
There's-
probably on TikTok now.
She's got her own TikTok account bashing people. Oh my God. That was, well, she said that's how she found me. Hate watching Mensa. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Bones, you're getting love. You're getting love too. I
I
can't believe
sometimes
we
see
haven't.
Ginger live and pop in there when she's live when I wake up at random times in the night. Like, oh look, oh it's Ginger. Oh hi.
You have an 18-year-old now? What? Brooke. Oh my God. Jeez. TikTok seems slow. Yeah. You know what? The only things I watch on TikTok are a couple of animal videos, and that's only if I come across it, or the comedians. I try to catch Bones when she goes live, but you go live a lot of time when I'm at work. So it's kind of like, oh yeah. Well, she came at me first. I sound like I'm in the elementary schoolyard. She came at me first.
I never did it. It was her, miss.
She did it first. She started it. Heard that YouTube gave. Yes, I did. I did hear that.
Oh, he's on TikTok. He ain't gone anywhere.
So he's on TikTok. What is he discussing?
Um, well, he's
Shall I
dragged.
guess?
Actually, well, the things that I see him mostly for now is he's dragging the hell out of the Nicola Bully case. You know, the case that I covered. And he's still going on about it. And he's coming up with all these crazy conspiracy theories. Obviously, so he'll probably end up getting slapped with a lawsuit from the Ansell family or something. Because it's just one of those cases where he can go on and on and on and on about it till the cow come home, but we're never going to get the truth, and people will get peed off with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he's currently doing. Because people message me about him, going, "Have you seen this? He's posted that." I'm like, let him. He's being sued anyway for something else.
God. Oh my
And to
God.
be honest, TikTok is so different to YouTube. It really doesn't take anything for you to lose your platform over there. It's so
Well, I
sensitive.
told you that I witnessed someone being a bully on TikTok and nothing could get her down. It wasn't against me, but I witnessed it, and nobody, and this woman was, or girl, or whatever you want to call her, she was really bullying her mother-in-law, and to a point where it was causing serious distress to the mother-in-law. And and that's what the social media apps do, cause serious distress. Well, that is amazing. I've been gone for a while then. Jeez, what a sweetheart. Coming 29 this year. Oh my gosh, you look so young. Cleaning house. Woohoo. Well, we'll see how TikTok does.
I think it just depends. It is really sensitive. Like it won't take a lot. Someone, my management was telling me that if you're caught, like if you say you're live, and you are caught like stating another creator, it can take you off the For You page, because that's why it's different to YouTube. It actually puts your content on the For You page so people get it in their faces.
Yeah.
But that, first of all, it will do that, but then it will give you restrictions. Um, but if someone reports it for bullying and harassment, and you are and in that moment talking about a creator in a way that dictates that it's bullying, they can take your live down, and then you're banned for a week. So if you get a restriction, you get put in jail for a whole week because you
Jeez.
can't go live.
TikTok jail. What's that like?
It's not fun when you can't go live for 7 days.
No. Kayla said, "Don't hate me. I was a huge fan of AD." Oh, honey, no one's going to hate you. I don't, you know what? I don't even want to get into it. I'm
there's
not
new.
getting into it.
Hey, there's a new AD in the house. That's me. That's my nickname.
Right. Yeah, everybody calls Bones AD over there. So,
Yeah, it's
and
weirdly
at first I was getting all confused. I'm like, why is she talking about Armchair Detective? And I'm like, oh, it's Bones. I just snorted again. If you guys hear me snort, I apologize. Let's see. And that's just having kids. I have a Maine Coon too. You and I have the cutest Maine Coons, or are they Maine Coons? Is that how you pronounce it? I think so. If he's a child, my family is about it. She says that photo's 5 years old. So what? You still look great. Shiner. Right. Who could hate someone that likes turtles? I love everything. I do. They're both they're both gone now, huh? Oh my gosh. Well, there's been a lot of changes here too. I mean, I see probably some things are still the same. Um, but there's been a little bit of change, right? So we got AD is gone, a couple other people is gone, are gone, and that's not proper. Are gone. Is Dave that guy that um he talked about the Watts case too? I don't
Wasn't
know
he
if
the
I
weird guy? Although he did make me laugh one time. There was this one time.
the weird guy. I love how you said that. It's so funny.
Well, there was this one time when he came on to NC's panel and he had got a picture of her, her recliner.
Oh,
And that was so funny. And she was laughing her head off because he came up. It looked like he was sat in a recliner. And there was Natasha in her recliner. And they just, that was so funny.
that sounds
Dingo
good.
Dave.
Dingo
That is a
Dave.
good thing. There was a sense of humour there. That was
That's
funny.
oh. You know, you ever saw that? I don't know. The dingo ate my baby. Do you remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Dingo Dave. Was he from Australia or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Irish Twin says he was rude AF. Yeah. Well, sometimes people come off rude. Hopefully, he was having a bad day. I don't know. I don't know. I try. Well, I know this person in my real life, and she's very intimidating. But for some reason, I don't find her intimidating. And as a matter of fact, I love her. She says the funniest shit I've ever heard, and she she doesn't like people crying or anything like that. She's just so funny, and I don't know if I just had a new appreciation for people who have sarcastic humor, or I don't know. She's great. I remember that case. Yeah, 30 years ago. That dingo ate my baby. I think there was a Bones. There was a baby missing or something, and this couple said that their kid it was a dingo.
Yeah, I remember. I know that one.
Oh, you do? Okay, sorry. That's why I'm so mad with Eli. It really gets to me. Who's Eli?
Who's Eli?
I have a lot to catch up on.
Maybe not. We don't need to catch up with that
Oh, okay.
if it's not good.
AD banned you, Kayla? Oh no! I'm sure it wasn't too hard to get banned because Let's go back. attacker. That's what I'm Oh my God, Miss Mensa would say everybody was a scumbag attacker. Love it. We all were. We all were scumbag attackers. Totally. A shame the lives aren't still. Eli is the person that thought Gabby Petito deserved what she got. Whoa! Who said that? Is he a creator that on YouTube? Wow. Well, not now, huh? There's no channel. Oh, I don't even know who that is, Eli. Yeah. Well, I'll stay away from anyone that has that name. Kayla. Kayla knows why I'm laughing because she was so, oh my God, she was horrid. Oh, wow. Is she still writing books? I wonder. Yeah, I'm not talking drama. This is just reminiscing on old things
Back in the old days.
back in the old days. Wait till you see him. He's supposed to be a life coach. A life coach? And he said Gabby deserved what she got? Wow. Well, I guess everybody has a platform now, and they can say whatever the hell they want. Oh my God. Did you forget about her books? How could you? She talked about them all the time. There's a lot of supposed life coaches. Yeah. You tend to wonder what are they coaching, Because anybody could call themselves a life coach, right? But are they coaching the right way or the wrong way? Oh, well, you're not a hater. Whatever. The life the life coaches that don't even have their own life. I know. And people don't have I don't know. I mean, I think a life coach would be cool, but I think that we all can just try to do it ourselves. I mean, really reach out to people for support, but you can do it by yourself. Um, Besides having your support. I mean, we can't do everything by ourselves, but I'm just saying having that support, but not needing to rely on one person to tell you what to do, right? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I should see him.
I'm Kelly's coach.
Yeah. Bo- Bones. I've done a couple things that Bones has been like, "What the f are you doing?"
We're not going to talk about that.
I mean, we're not going to mention it here, but
Take them to the grave, don't you worry.
yeah. Bones is like, "What are you doing?"
Apart from I might remind you from time to time what you did.
And Brooke is definitely another person that supports is a support system for me, and hopefully I'm a support system for her and Bones. Hi, Dan. I've missed you too. Good to see you.
You know, that time when I was filming for the documentary, I just rang you because Danielle had gone out and I had a bit of time and I was just talking as normal, and then I was like, oh, I think the film people are going to be in a minute, and you're like, oh my god, I haven't been very helpful, have I? And I was like, oh yeah, you have, because I haven't been sitting there stressing about it.
Oh, I felt awful. I'm like, here she's going in for, just wait till she can announce it. It's pretty cool. Not cool, the story, but
No.
um, a cool thing to see Bones, someone that we know, on a documentary or in a documentary.
Yeah, that helped me because I was just distracted. I wasn't thinking about it.
I love the I think I saw Walking with Purpose, that channel. I think I saw that. I think I ran across them.
I think I've seen that.
Yes, Brooke. We have got some exciting things. Bones is Bones is really grown up in the online world. Um, she began a community member, then she became a wrench for everybody and a mod for everyone. And the next thing you know, she's got her own channel, she's got her own content. She got approached to become part of a documentary because she covered the case, but we can't talk about it yet. I say we, not me.
We've already spoken about it. You know all about it.
Bones can't talk about it. I'm not anywhere part of this, so I cannot take any credit.
Oh, I don't know, because obviously you stole me, and you got me coming up on your panel, and I'd never done that before, and I was never going to do that, and then the next thing I know, hey presto, I was on panel like all the time.
Oh,
So
Bones, can you drop your channel link? Can you put TikTok links in here, or how does that work?
I haven't got a clue. I'm just the same as I am on here though, after dark coffee and crime.
I spoke to Sid Cass yesterday. She's still cooking beautiful food. Yummy. Oh, Bones. Brooks got. I am nuts. Uh, Brooks got Bones' channel in here. She is going to be doing a little bit more on YouTube, probably because I'm going to force her. No, I'm just kidding. Um, and we could kind of bounce back and forth from platforms, and I don't know if you can or not.
71 found me on TikTok.
Thank you, Irish. Thank you, Kayla. Who found you on TikTok?
71.
Oh, 71 found you?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
In
I
fact,
think it's
actually, used to come on, and when I had filmed my podcasting to post on the Sunday, I'd set a thingy, and 71 was there every single Sunday. Every Sunday.
oh
Number one fan.
71. Isn't this cool though? Because we know someone that's in a documentary now. You guys can say, I know Bones. She's not going to be on there as Bones, though.
No.
No.
You'll see my face and everything.
But it's not, you're under, do they give your channel name? Do they say your full name, or how's that work?
They got me to introduce myself. you know when you're in the classroom and they go around the classroom and you dread that introduce yourself to the class circulation thing. That, yeah, it's a bit like that, but there was no other one sharing their details. It was just me.
Wow.
I was like, I felt really awkward.
Oh, 71 was putting stuff on TikTok. So she stopped. No, come back. Just keep putting your kitties on there.
Yeah, you just have to keep putting them on there because TikTok, you TikTok can like be weird, and you have like a grey patch. I'm in a grey patch with TikTok right now, but you just got to keep going.
Hear that, 71? Just got to keep going. All right, Brooke says, did you see where the guy who married the conjoined twins was told by ex wife the DNA test to his so called child wasn't his? No, I didn't hear about that. I have, you know what? I love that the twins. I talked about this, I think, with Brooke at great length. No, I don't want to say it like that, but I'm so happy for that. I think that's so cool that people that are considered abnormal, right? Because they're together, they're conjoined, but they get happiness. They find some happiness, and that's really cool. Look at Brooke. She's got this.
She's so much better than me.
Oh, she's quick. She is on the ball. He wasn't the father.
You are not the biological father.
Oh my God. Do you ever, there was this girl, I don't know where I saw it, but she went on Maury and she had like three different guys tested and all three were not the father. I was like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? Wow. Well, he doesn't have a child to, I was just reading a text message. Um, then he doesn't have to worry about, I guess, that. He can just move on with his new life with his wife.
Wife or wives?
Yeah, and yeah, I don't want to seem insensitive, so it was stuff that just came into my head, like all so many questions,
Well,
like
yeah,
these
it's
the
natural
poor
for
girls.
because presumably they'd have their own identities anyway, so they'd
Right.
have their own birth certificates because they're two different, obviously, people. So yeah, like yeah, because they've got their own names, they've got their own identities. Why wouldn't they have their own identities?
Right. Right. Yeah, Brooke, you're right. I can't imagine having two husbands in one body. And that's what a lot of men say about I
Too
can't
bad.
imagine him. Actually, I saw some pretty grotesque comments out there about it. Like, oh, because men are more sexual, in nature or whatever. So, ooh, she's following. Yay. I don't know. But I definitely am glad to see that there are some, happy things out there to read. It's getting less and less, right? So that's another reason why I want to get back on because I'm tired of the negativity. I think that it's best to have that emotional support person, which is who I want to be. I can't be like one on one with everybody, right? But at least I could be here somewhat.
I
Yeah,
think
71.
I think it's good, like because one thing I noticed, obviously, in your absence, because I was still around a little bit, not everywhere, but a little bit. Is that there were because the communities were crumbling, there was nowhere for people to actually go where they wanted to just hang out and not have issues, like because it was either messy or people have left or they've been removed and lost their channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is a
That's
good
right.
time to get back here, because actually it's a good time to come in, pick up, and move in a good direction, because a lot of people have sadly moved over to TikTok now as well. So
Yeah.
it's a fresh start for
Which
you.
I cannot do TikTok. That's crazy, Brooke. That is like, yeah, what in the actual. Yes, I remember. Well, I had a couple of videos that the stream was cut, and I'm like, what is happening? It's like a ghost in here. Foxy in the boxy. Hi, sweetie. Two child support checks. How are you? Yeah, I know. It's not like we're trying to be insensitive. It's just it's like so many thoughts come in my head. Like, wow, you know.
There must be like a whole, I mean, in a serious way, like there must be a whole legal thing, because they are essentially, because even though like obviously one body, you've got two minds, two people, or even depending on where they're connected as well, because they could just be connected in one place, they could be connected totally. There must be something in the legalities, because obviously as a person you want your own identity, however you're connected to them,
Right.
whether it's just via the head or physically, or if it's just the body with two heads. There has to be. Does it see now? It's a whole rabbit hole we're going to have to investigate.
Oh, that it yeah. I appreciate that. My take is not very big, but I guess I could put a little something on the plate, right? From the smorgasbord. Oh my god, you're so funny, Welshie. It was so funny. I always have random funny shit happening, I swear.
You mean like when you were at Flagler's mansion in the lift? What was that?
That scared me when I listened back to it. I was like, what
We all heard
the
it and we were
heck?
like, what was that? There's no one else in the lift. It must be the voice thing. You know, the lift thing. Someone taking the piss or something.
You were the last oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. I'm glad to hear that. That's like a bad Lifetime movie. That's crazy. Yeah. But Welshie, I had in the elevator, we I went in there and there was only two of us. There was no male anywhere in that elevator, and there was a man laughing in the background, and it went ho 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 ho. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the heck? What was that? So, oh my god. Yeah, it and I was like, that's so weird because I didn't even hear it, you know. I there was nothing there in real time. So, that stuff is real, man.
And then you went round touching everything. We're like, stop it.
Yeah, I touched everything. I have to touch everything. I'm just so excited about stuff like that. When when it's old furniture and stuff, it's so cool to touch stuff that I don't know, I'm weird.
And take all the bad Jew home with you.
Yeah, I took the ho, ho, ho. Well, at least he was laughing.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying like.
I can remember you called me that night and you were like, did you see? I was like, yes.
Oh my God. Well, yes. Do you remember that, Bones, too?
Hmm.
That it was like someone was saying go, but in a whisper. It was really creepy. I can't wait to go somewhere else that's creepy. Well, I'm going to go back to the haunted prison because you can't see everything all in one day. You know what I mean? So it's like I have to have or one, trip. So, and I want other people with me because that first time that I went, or the only time, I was scared. I was scared. Like inside, I was by myself in some rooms, and I don't know. And my live stream kept getting it kept buffering
Yep.
in certain places, and I was like, oh my god. Remember that doll chuckle laugh at the I still is that was that really a doll though? I still wonder about that. Yeah, that the prison scared me. It really, really scared me in a weird way. I was just like, I'm by myself, going into these cells. It's
Well, you
just
weren't technically by yourself. We were with you.
right. But if I got like hurt or something, everybody be
Oh,
like, "Oh, are you okay? Get up!" They can't like call 911, right?
that's all right. We'd call 911 for you. You'd be fine.
I had fun at the zoo too. That was a lot of fun. We just have to do more of that stuff. Just get out of the house. Hi, Casper. Hello, Australia. Love it. Yeah, the prison was fun. The zoo was fun. I love doing stuff that, you know, getting out of the house. Oh, and my dog. Yeah, so let me let me finish the thought going way back. Revisiting my daughter's goes out, right? And she looks at abandoned places. She says that there's like three, I think, like two or three that they know about that I haven't been to. I'm like, really? And you haven't taken me?
Yeah, but it's not the same, is it?
No.
It's not cool to go with your mum. Got to
Brooke
go
says
with your mates.
Brooke, you would hate to come with me because I love to go everywhere. I want to go everywhere. Like if I go visit you, Brooke, we're going to abandoned places. Tennessee. She's like, no, we're not. I'm not taking you. Uh,
Yeah, she just wants to come to the UK because that's where it's all at. All the old houses.
no, no spirits following me. I don't want that. I do say though, when I go it around an area, I always say, nobody's allowed to come home with me. But does that does that work? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, Brooke and I were just talking about this. The Watts house is for sale again.
It's like, really? Why? You said that you wanted to move in and make it a home, and you moved in, you made it a home, and now you're gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I I think it probably is a combination of so many different reasons, Probably a lot of
YouTubers
people.
coming to the property and, live streaming outside still. Probably one of them.
Well, yeah, they're charging what is it? 775, I think,
Yeah.
and it was 600 when they purchased it, which that wasn't very long ago. No?
I don't feel like it was that long ago. I kind of feel like it's in the time that you've been away.
Yeah, it hasn't been long. It hasn't. Yeah, 777,000. I can't even talk. Oh my god, 770,000. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm tired, y'all. I am right now in a class that sucks. Oh god, so my homework is a nightmare. So I'm always tired. Yeah. You're right. I think you're right, 71, because I did see that. I did see that. Oh, well, oh my god. I'm always trying to do my homework. I'm in intermediate statistics right now. And I have 8 days left in this term. But this course is so hard for me because I'm not a mathematician, but because I'm going into more of a psychology part of it. There's You have to be able to know how to read statistics, because that's what helps, obviously. And we were just studying about a case that um, a mother had two crib deaths in her with her children, two of them, not at the same time, but two different times. So she was convicted of murder, because of that. Sorry, I said that word. Oh my God. Um, and come to find out, because the statisticians said that it was 1 in 73 million that it would, that would happen in one family, right? Well, those numbers were false. So that led to her false conviction because they thought an expert on the stand was going to say the appropriate numbers, and that wasn't true. So she did get it overturned, and she did get free from that, but she served 3 years. And I just, that's pretty scary there. Or cancer treatments. Some people can say, researchers will say, oh, this type of drug works really well. Um, and the numbers show it, but then yet it's not true. So all that kind of stuff that I'm studying. And I cannot stand math. I don't like statistics, but we need it. Um, you don't feel good even passing that house. Yeah, but they tried to change the color. They tried to do so much there, and it's almost like, I mean, I feel it's cursed. Like, I had a lot of thoughts on that, you know. You know what I mean? It's cursed. Something is wrong. Yeah, Amityville Horror Phase 2. Absolutely. Ah, yeah, I see excitement, all right. No, I don't. Something. But yeah, that there is something about that house, and something about, I mean, if you think about it, even people, I remember when creators were discussing the Watts case, and they said that they had to stop because bad things were happening in their house. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh yeah.
Tell us more. I'm engrossed now.
Well, I think it was Stephanie Harlow was one of them that said that she had to stop talking about it, and she said something, she kind of brushed it off, though. She didn't make a big deal about it. She wasn't like, oh my god, but she did say that some things moved, and she was just having problems. Yeah, the neighborhood's weird. um there's a channel out there, and it may not be true, it's probably false, but he said that there's like a lot of Indian burial grounds around there. So I don't know if that's true, but that might make sense. It was built on a graveyard. No. I feel like they only moved in to flip it. Yeah, Brooke thinks that they wanted to flip it and make a profit. Um, I don't. Her and I, differ on that subject, but I think they legitimately wanted to live there. I think it was just too much. But that could be a very big possibility too, that they were just being, flipping it.
That'd be a pretty big gamble to flip, though, wouldn't it? Because let's face it, it's a murder house, and only a certain kind of person would want to move in it.
Ah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're right.
probably someone that would want to move in it and then perhaps make money, say it like using it to benefit and doing videos from inside because they live in there, and
Right.
that kind of person would want to be in there.
I don't know why they don't just go find Zach Bagans from whatever that guy was. He was like one of those ghost hunters from Adventures. He tends to buy weird shit. Hi, Stacy. Thank you for the welcome. Spells with Apache isn't there. Um, that she wasn't going to be turning into an Airbnb.
I just couldn't live in that house and not have all that shit go through my brain about what happened, how it happened, where it happened, being dragged down. I'd never be able to look at them stairs, knowing that he literally dragged her down them.
Right. Exactly. There's so much that was done there. And remember when the police were going through the house and on their body cam, there was a lot of stuff that was caught on body cam, like, I'll never forget this is our home. I'll never forget that. So yeah, I couldn't sleep in that place either. That is a paranormal lover's dream. Yeah, for sure. And they could do like, ghost hunting over there. I don't know.
Maybe Shanann won't let it sell. Maybe she'll make them stay there now.
Maybe. I
Here,
think
what do
there's
you think?
something all very strange with the case. I do too, Welshie. The whole thing is just crazy.
Do you think his see? I've listened to those prison confessions a couple of times now, and people are like, "Oh, he don't know if he's telling the truth." Blah blah blah. I've listened to those prison confessions, and they are not something that someone just made up. They are too detailed to be a lie.
I agree.
That's my personal opinion. I'm not going to change it.
I agree. Because he did make himself seem like even a worse monster than he already did.
Yeah, why would he do that? I know that he
Right.
thinks like that he's innocent, but if you listen to the confessions on that video, it's like they gave him the free pass by saying to him, anything that you say to us now, it's not going to change, it's not going to affect anything, it's not going to get any worse, blah blah blah. It's almost like that free pass for him to actually confess and get it off his chest, and it was so outlined. Like he could have just kind of said, well, I did this and I did that and that was it. But the detail he went into in taking the lives of those two girls is too. I think that is probably the truth and the only truth, and everything else that's been circulated, speculated, that he might have said in the very beginning, you can erase that, because I think those prison confessions are him telling his truth, probably for relief more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like a big weight off his shoulders.
Like, right, I've said it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, why he wouldn't need to go into that much detail at all when he's, when they came in. He could have just skirted around a little bit and just said, well, yeah, and stuck to the story he told the police in the beginning, like, well, I still maintain my innocence. Like, well, I saw that, and so then I did that, or but he went into so much detail.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if he repeated the story again, it'd tell you the exact same story, because the only thing is, when you're telling the truth, you tell the same story. It's only if you're lying, when you retell it, that the story slightly changes each time you tell it. But
Yeah.
if you asked him tomorrow what he did, you'll get the exact same story.
I would hope. I mean, not that I wanted that to be, it's just,
It's horrible what he did, what he said he did. And I can't see why he would want to put that out there, especially being in prison, because we know inmates don't like people that do things to children. And not only did he do things like that, when he took them, he was a monster.
yeah.
It wasn't straightforward, and that weren't enough, so he wanted to continue. And not try it once, but try it twice, and then make the other one watch. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
a that's a lot.
That's too much. Way too much. Sorry, I'm going to plug in my laptop here. Woo.
Winston, come here, pal. You're not having a lot of luck down there, can you? Silly sausage. You ain't ready. Right, let's stop that now. Thank
So,
you.
my plans for the future here on this channel is to, I guess, go back to where I wanted to be to begin with. And the revamping of it is hopefully going to be helpful. And a lot of people may not want to watch it, and that's okay too, because what I want to share is stuff that some people might be uncomfortable with, you know? And she said that's my only problem with the entire whole detail thing, professional. Yeah, too much detail detects lies. It depends. And I think his was it was I think his was the truth. I mean, I don't know, you
It was
know.
it was detailed, but I think it's the kind of detail that he would like. I think if you asked him again, it's not so detailed that it's way out. Like, there's so many intricate little details. There's this happened, that didn't quite work out for me, so I did this, and then this was said. Like, and obviously he didn't, as far as we know, he wouldn't have been told what he was going to be asked. So it's not like he had the time to think of the exact answer for it. I think he gave enough information for it to be bigger than just an off the cuff comment, but detailed enough to be honest. And I think, ask him again and he'll tell you the exact same story in the exact same way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you, 71. Are you going back to the Watts from the beginning? No.
This is it. This is your what's bit. It's done.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been overdone, like literally burnt to a crisp, overdone. Uh it's
We definitely need to look at Madeline Soto, and I just need your opinion on this new revelation about Brian Koberger looking at the stars and the moon, and the stars and the moon being his alibi. What do you think about that then?
Uh, hold on. I'm sorry. I just got a text, and
Okay.
no, no, it's everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just got thrown off for a second.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait, what? Say that again, Bones. I'm so sorry, honey.
I was like, I just need your opinion on Brian Koberger's new film,
Oh, yes.
the sun,
Brian
the
Koberger.
stars, the moon.
Yeah, that is ridiculousness. I've not heard so much crap in my life. And I think I've mentioned it though. His attorney, I'm not going to, downplay his attorney. She's really pulling at every little thing she can do and throwing whatever she can at the wall so it sticks, to see what sticks. But
She's like, oh well, the GPS picked him up there. How about he put his phone there and he went off without his phone, and then he went back and collected it because it's like 15 minutes to drive there and back.
mhm. Mhm.
Got to bear in mind, you've got to think like him, like he's educated in that field, so he knows that perhaps maybe he should leave his phone there and probably took some photos as well, stargazing and whatnot. Left it there and then went off and then came back and
Yeah,
thought
that
perhaps get away with it.
we're definitely going to talk about that. Well, I'm just going to address this really quick. I read about that case and that was very corrupted. I do not like that outcome. And did you hear about that case, Bones? The boy and that was in rolled up in a mat in the gym.
No.
Yeah, it was a while ago. It was a few years ago, but still, it's very bizarre. It's like, how did he get there? You know what I mean? Like, it was just the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like the Kylie Rodney one though. That was a whole thing. There's just some cases that are a whole thing.
That one, his was definitely done on purpose, but I like how well she said, I don't want to go back to that. It made me a very angry person on here. It
It's
did
like
it. That's why I said it's cursed. The whole case is cursed.
it's like our Nicola Bully over here in the UK. That was the case that created a lot of drama. And of course, with this case, I don't know if I've told you this, but um, the woman who went missing, she had a dog. The dog's vet was murdered. So people put two and two together, obviously, because there was something dodgy going on. Because they were convinced that she'd been murdered by somebody in that community, in the community or whatever. And then after the inquest, and then the police report, the police officer who did all the press coverage and everything, he suddenly dies. And so there was one YouTuber on here who's like, that's it, I'm not covering this case, I'm taking down all my videos with Pete Fording. There's something really wrong with this case.
Oh,
Someone just doesn't turn up dead. And I was like, do you know what? I think the truth is starting to come out, and he's got a conscience, and he took his own life. But they're never going to say that because there's definitely some wrong stuff going on there, and he's never going to say that. And the conscience got to him, and he took his own life. So they'll just say he had a health issue because there's a
yeah,
lot of corruption in police forces. I'm learning.
absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Brooke, I thought that too myself that Brian may have had a person with him, um, or someone that knew what he was going to do. And at the same time, it's like, where is that person? Is that person ever going to come forward? Or is it just, him? Or, he said that he was going to get exonerated. I remember when he first was detained over in Pennsylvania. Um, I don't know. Just, I feel like I feel like Brian had somebody with, you know, oh no, not with Gabby. The Idaho 4. college murders, that Brian Koberger. He's I mean, he's a pretty big dude. If you see him walking through, in the courtroom and stuff, like he's pretty tall, and he's not like skinny mini, you know what I mean? Like he's got some, I don't know, something about him, and he was kind of creepy.
He looks too much like Ted Bundy.
He does. He does. I mean, I don't know, the brutality of it. And yeah, he even looks just like him. You don't think that case will get answers? I agree. I have a bad feeling that we're not going to get the answers that we would like, which is what the hell happened and why did you do that? Why? 6'3", I think so, but yeah, he's like 6'3" or something, but well, I'm a shorty, so everybody's tall to me.
Yeah, me too.
He looked like a basketball player compared to me. But he does look like someone that could carry it out by himself because he looks like he's strong or something.
See, I predict, this is my prediction, if Anne Taylor gets him off, they're going to get together.
No, him being weird does not make him a killer, and he is innocent till proven guilty. So there's not, you know, it's just the alibi and the whole, the DNA and the weird things that he did afterwards, cleaning his car out, just weird stuff like that. Yeah, there was somebody that was releasing video. I wonder if it was him. Who knows? You know what psychic I would love? I love her, but not like many people like her. My kids always, uh, um, Amy Allen from the Dead Files. She, I don't know. I always wanted to see her in action to do something that was like a true crime thing. Because when you watch her walkthroughs, it's almost like, I don't know how she does it. I really don't. Yeah, he's a runner. Yeah. Oh, the Madeline case, that one, um, the
Traumatized.
lying, the lying about the time. Oh, I saw her at 8 in the morning getting dressed. That was from the mother. Then the boyfriend, he's taking her. Oh, took her to school. I took her to the church because she didn't want to be dropped off. And then come to find out he's throwing her shit away. And it was like 7:30 in the morning. I mean, I've been watching this since day one, and I can't believe, I cannot believe the audacity of him, the boyfriend, um, saying the things that he said, and pretending that he didn't, oh, I don't know what happened to her. It's just sickening, sickening. And I don't know about the mother. I'm really side eyeing her. And I don't want to put more on her because it is traumatic what happened. It's just, how could it have gone that long without you knowing about what's going on with your daughter? How could you have gone that long and not felt something weird about it? Just, oh yeah, the Proudfoots too.
touched that case because so far all I'm seeing is a lot of drama around it.
Oh, I know, Welshie. Who are we talking about now? She's so cute.
We move fast.
Apparently, we move. There's a lot of cases, Welshie, that are just nuts. Missing children. Then they come up, with Madeline. She's no longer with us. Um, just makes me sick.
I want
Makes
to
me
know where
sick.
Elijah Vu is. That's what I want to know.
Right. Well, there's a lot of them that are missing.
Well, the thing is, they've got the mum and the dad in prison or waiting trial. Well, for neglect, but the boyfriend is the one that wanted to teach him how to be a man. He was like 3, and
What?
this the bloke Jesse Van had him standing in the corner for like 3 hours. He was just a baby,
Yeah.
and like said he changed him maybe once a day, and he just severely punished him, and then he suddenly went missing. They found a dinosaur shoe, and they started to search the landfill, and not one of the mother or him will say he said he woke up to find that he'd gone. No, he fucking killed him. They both know where he is or where he's been disposed of. Neither of them are going to say, are they? Because while they don't have a body, there's no
Mm.
answers. But if they get a body, the body will tell the story.
God, that's horrible.
But people have stopped talking about that one.
Yeah, because I
Like, not
saw it
me.
all over. I didn't follow that one, but I knew of the situation. I knew he was missing, but I didn't follow the case. Well, you, God bless you. That's good for you to not be watching true crime. It's too much. There's just too much.
Where I read the Madeline's the affidavit and all the documents that were then released. See, this is what I don't understand, right? Those documents are, I ain't never gonna unsee what I've seen in those documents, and I can take a lot, me, but I'm taken aback and almost traumatized by what I've read in there. Like, quite hard.
Which ones?
With what he's done with her, Madeline, the
Oh,
things,
Madeline. Yeah.
and you can't unsee those once you've seen them. But they won't release the autopsy information because she's underage. However, we now know everything that he did to her. So why have they released all of that to the public, but not a cause and manner of death? At least minimum.
Yeah.
So we get to know what he's done with her on the
Yeah.
phone and the videos he's taken, because
It's
they're quite
disgusting.
graphic.
Yeah.
It is. And we know all that about her, but we don't know what her manner of death was or cause.
Every person that has a child, usually, I don't want to say all of them, but usually have a instinct that something is not right with the child. And you will get bad vibes or something. But if she chose to ignore it, then it's almost like she's as culpable as he is, in my opinion.
Yeah, see, now if that had been my kid, you didn't have to worry about the police.
Oh, well, I totally agree. I think you're talking about Gannon Stalk, but yeah, I I had a hard time watching child cases. I never got into the Summer Wells case or a lot of the children stuff. I just don't want. I don't want to look at it because it makes me sick. But this one for Madeline, I don't know why. It just really broke my heart to see that this girl, or hear that this girl went through hell in her life and treated like a I can't even, I can't even say it. Just disgusting. Yeah, here I am still too. And when it comes to these types of cases, that that again, we need to educate ourselves, right? I mean, I don't ever want to hear again that a stepfather, or not even a stepfather, he was just a boyfriend, why would you allow someone to do that? And I'm not saying she allowed it, and I'm not saying she was filming it or conspiring with him. But it does put into question, like, why did she say she saw him, or saw her at 8 o'clock in the morning getting dressed, when by that time the police said that Madeline was gone?
Or that she saw her the night before. Now, in my mind, morning and night are two very different times of the day, so I'm not quite sure how you could get that mixed up. Daytime, nighttime.
Right.
Did you see, well, did you see her at nighttime the night before, or did you see her daytime in the morning? One's got black sky, the other one's got like maybe a bluish sky, maybe a light grey, depending on the weather. Which one was it?
Mm-mm.
It's not like she said, "Oh well, I saw her at 7 o'clock, or I saw her at 8 o'clock and got the times wrong." She got
Right.
the hours wrong and the day wrong.
Yeah. And I don't know if he told her, hey, say this, tell them that you saw her, they're going to blame me. I don't know. Like, who knows what he.
But the minute someone says that, you'll be like, "Well, if you've got nothing to hide," if it was me, I'd be like, "You've got nothing to hide. Don't worry about it."
Right.
Because once you start the lie the lie train, you then enter into problems. And to be a liar, you've got to be a good one. And most liars aren't.
Yeah.
In fact, all liars aren't, because they always get caught out because they forget what they said previously. And that's key with this one. Like, she's forgotten what she said. So she's lying, but why is she lying? Is it because he's kind of said what you've just said? Like, "Don't blame me, just do it on this one thing." Or does she know? And that's why she's lying.
Yeah. Unreal.
It's
And
taking so long to find out. Like, I know they're being very secretive, because when they did that press conference, they were like, "Nothing more to tell you here. We're just coming in to say hi and goodbye. We're just letting you know we're still looking into the case. There's no updates. Bye."
yeah, yeah, that was, what was that? Everybody was like, but they probably did it because all the media and the pressures from the community was like, hey, you tell us something, what's going on. I know how you feel, Irish twin. I totally know how you feel. It is money making, and Brooke is right. She said something a little, couple comments back. She said that the parents are acting a fool, and there's all the internet creators, and everybody is. It's just, it's turned into a circus, and nobody knows what to do now. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, so many cases don't get mentioned. I know. I know. I watch channel Criminally Listed. I love that channel. And their videos have stories I've never heard of before. Never. I'm like, how come I didn't hear this? Tons of kids being shipped off for track. Oh my God.
The thing is, you've got to have parents that actually care for their kids, haven't you? At the end of the day, and if you've got parents that don't care, they don't notice to start anything, and if they do notice, they turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
And a lot of parents, where in these cases, they're just thinking about life and what they're going to get from the boyfriend or the partner, that they can't be without them, and that comes, and if that comes at a cost where their kid is then hurt, taken, abused, murdered, then that's what they do. Because a lot of these cases, you think, oh my god, like, did you have your eyes shut complete? Like, why were you not protecting your kid? You chose that monster when there were signs, even when there were signs that things weren't right, they still picked the monster.
Yeah. Oh my God, Welshie, I am so sorry about this. Look what Welshie said. Last year, her friend was missing for 4 days. She was out in the pub, walked home. She never made it home, and they found her in the. Oh my God.
What was her name? Because
Oh, Welshie.
I'm compiling a list of river deaths, and I may already have that name, I may not.
Oh, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You think she fell in the river?
They always say that. Don't get me started on the river.
Right. Don't get bones started on the river.
Don't get
She's
me started on the river.
covering a case about a woman that went missing
Well,
over.
that just seems to be the thing. It's like, if you're a woman and you happen to go missing, or you might have liked to drink, and you happen to be near the water, you fell in the river. No explanation other than you fell. That's it. And in the UK, you could be male, and if they can't explain what happened to you, but you were by water, do you know what? Let's just put it down to they fell in the river.
Yeah. Claire Hills is her name, Bones.
Oh no, that's not on my list. That is now.
It is now. Hi, Tamra. Thank you. How are you? You look great.
We don't get to hear of all of them. Some people contact me and say, "Oh, have you seen this case? This woman's been missing. They think she's in the river." There's a lot of women just ending up in these rivers.
Mm. Oh, she's not doing her married name for the husband's sake. That's totally understandable. That I get.
Yeah, no, I don't have a Claire. So
Wow. Well, they just had a young man. Uh, was it Riley? Riley Strain or something like that? That he was in the water. It's crazy.
when we had Abdul Zaidi, he was the guy you see another domestic abuse case. This woman was attacked by this guy who was obviously, I believe, like they'd separated, and she wanted to separate from him, and as a result of that, he they ended up he ended up basically throwing some chemical over her, and she was very, very poorly. Like, she's blind, I think now. Um, and in the process, he injured himself, and he also slammed one of the children that was in the car down onto the floor. And also, I think there's about 5 other injuries as a result of this chemical. So there was a manhunt for him. Well, they said he'd gone to the. They said they last saw him on the bridge near the river. So they then decided he was in the river, and in trying to find him in the River Thames, they pulled out 2 others.
Oh my God.
And then they were like, "Oh, we've got him. We've now found another person based on the clothing that he's wearing. And I don't know if you know Katie Hopkins, but she was like, well, I would much prefer it if you identified Abdul Zaidi by the fact that he has only half a face left, because he literally had burnt a big hole in his face with the chemical that he used to throw over this woman. And I'm like, well, that makes sense to me, because why would you not be able to identify the fact that he's missing half of his face pretty much?
Oh
But
my
you want to
God.
go by the fact that he's wearing a black hoodie. Okay. Very general, but
Oh my God. I believe that too. I think he had something in his system. But didn't they say he didn't? Oh, I don't know. There's so much stuff out there. But the one thing that I will be only focusing on are, well, I mean, of course I'll definitely talk about true crime stuff, but I definitely am worried about domestic violence more and more, and it's so prevalent in literally like 1 in 3 homes. So this it's pretty scary.
and the most dangerous time is when they leave, because look what happened to that lady. She tried to leave that relationship, and this man threw chemicals over her
Mhm.
and slammed her kids on the floor.
Oh my god.
It's scary, isn't it? The kind of people that people let into their lives.
Yeah.
And all she did was wanted to leave him.
Yeah.
And now her life is forever changed. She was in a serious condition for quite some time. And the last time I heard, I think she may have only just left hospital, but she was in there for a long time
Yeah.
because of what he did to her. And obviously, the kids are going to be like traumatized because they've seen that happen, obviously, to their mum. Her life has changed, and obviously, they were affected by the chemicals. They had some injuries as well, but also the fact that one of them, I think it was the youngest one, was slammed on the floor. Like you see it on the CCTV, slams her on the floor, and you just think, you bastard.
Jeez.
People need to know like how to be safe. When
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I also hope that people, anyone that has children, will keep it in their mind that our brains don't fully form until we're 25. So children that are raised around violent homes, not only is it teaching them that behavior, but it's a totally different thing. It actually doesn't help the brain form correctly, and things can happen like the amygdala can shrink. It's not a good thing for children or anybody really, but children especially, because that's their developmental process, and it's interrupting it. And children have um, they may be, but they can bounce back, let's say, but not every child can, so it depends on the family, the environment, the support, all that good stuff. But the only thing that also is, when we're upset, there's a hormone that's released, that's called cortisol, and that's to help give us that boost. I'm afraid for my life or whatnot, and you have to get up and move, right? There's a bear, so you have to run. But to have cortisol pumping through your veins all the time, it seriously damages the body. And I didn't realize that. So all that stress that we hold on to, it's really frightening. Look at Welshie's picture. How cute. Look at her. She's so pretty. She's so cute. Brooke texted me and said they're trying to ban TikTok in the USA. What?
Yeah, I saw.
What? Why?
Well, apparently your president thinks that he can force the sale of the actual TikTok owner, the Chinese app, to sell their shares in the company or the app or the company or whatever because of this privacy rules situation, and if they don't, they're going to ban it. But however, um, obviously TikTok can fight this in court because it's actually then going against your amendment right to freedom of speech. Kind of makes me laugh because it's like, well, we're not scared of, we're really scared of TikTok, the app, because of data, but the whole issue with firearms, not scared of them. We'll just keep those going because we don't want to break that amendment rule. But your freedom of
No.
speech is about to be taken. You can have a weapon, but you can't speak.
Nope. Um, I apologize. I stand corrected. Well, she's like, that's not me. That's her. Well, your friend was beautiful. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, not our president. Are you serious? Uh, what president? Not my president. I'm so sorry, Welshie. I didn't know.
You kind of have to like think the audacity of someone saying, right, you need to sell us your shares in your company, or else you're not staying. You can't come over here.
Right. I don't know what's wrong with our. I can't even tell you. I feel bad that we have so much craziness over here, and it makes all of us Americans look bad.
Nah.
71 got her grown kid back in bed. Woohoo! Or not back in bed, to bed.
I mean, there are some crazies. I'm not gonna lie. I've recently come across one myself. You know all about it. I know all about it. Fucking crazy. But I can't put you all in the same boat. I just wish I could tie a weight down on that boat.
Well, you're not doing her wrong here. You're keeping her memory alive. Um, we speak their name and keep it in our hearts. You're not doing anything wrong.
I could
Uh,
command the USA better. I'm not gonna lie. Well, Kelly could run it better.
I think it would be the Illuminati, Brooke. No, I still go with that. The
Hey,
Illuminati.
what was it you said? You said something about it just came to me earlier. You said something. And I thought about Boeing. Um, with the issues with Boeing, and you said something about a whistleblower, and I was like, well, you don't want to be a whistleblower because the whistleblower from Boeing came up dead.
Oh yeah.
So don't be a whistleblower either because you I did a video about it, and at the end of my video, I was like, if I disappear, first of all, I didn't end up in the river because I'd never put myself there, but also, I haven't taken my own life either. If that's how Boeing or whoever would like to make that scene, that would never happen, just so you know. But if you're a
Hmm.
whistleblower, don't do it
Right.
because it's ironic, isn't it, that he's brought all these truths out about these issues with these planes, and now we're seeing all the plane parts. The planes coming apart. Bye to the window and the fuselage when you're up in the air. Bye to the wheel. That's really important for landing. What else? What else has gone on? So many things, and suddenly he turns up dead because it's not good for sales, is it?
Absolutely not. And yeah, that's why I say the Illuminati's running things because people end up, you know, rubbed off. You guys raised 5,000. That's so good. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Brooke. That is so funny.
Well, him and Rishi Sunak can be pals. Rishi
You're
Sunak.
right, Irish twin. You're right. USA does have an impact,
Well, we will
and
be.
that's
If
why
the
a lot of countries don't like certain presidents of ours because we're all over. You know, like we've got our hands in every pie.
if you do it, the UK will do it. So
Oh God.
the US says they're going to war, the UK will come up strong and behind you. Don't you worry.
I am glad that I got to come on here and see everybody. I'm so happy. You guys are awesome. Thank you for making me so welcome.
I mean, you've not got a lot of hot choices. I mean, your other one is now being tried in a criminal court.
Oh, Trump? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ugh, honestly, who puts these people in power? And I'm pretty sure our elections are rigged. I'm 100% sure of it because I'm just 100% sure of it.
I believe it. I nothing put, can't put anything past. I I'm so happy, Welshie, that you love being here. Thank you, 71.
See, everyone loves you.
Up,
Everyone wants you back. They
Bones.
all came back. Don't
Bones. You
don't
should
you
hear
bone
her.
don't you bones me. Don't you bones me. It's fact. We've had a nice welcome back.
Oh my God, I keep snorting today. I'm getting worse with my snorts. Sorry.
It is. And also, obviously, everyone missed the pugs snoring in the background. That was with your soothing voice. So obviously, apart from when you were a little bit mad sometimes and people upset you, which were allowed to be, the pugs were soothing. When you took that away from them, you can't take that away from them again.
Oh, those poor pugs.
Yeah, poor me, fucking pugs.
Uh, well, I'm so glad, I want it to be a comfort place. I want you guys to have a comfort place and no fighting, no, I just, I think it's so much better to have people that are comfortable and feel safe. Don't you feel sorry for him? His uncle was eaten by cannibals. Oh my God. That's not good. Oh my God. Brooke.
It's been it's been like a really nice little chit chat.
It was wonderful chit chat, and we're going to have to do this again. Um, I love that Bones came on and Brooke being here and Irish Twin and Welshie and Tamara, all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You guys make me feel very happy to see everyone. I'm glad people are doing good. Everyone's doing good. Well, I hope everyone's doing good. But we need a place to have fun and just chill.
Yep. Have a
But
good.
I will be going live again. I just took up 2 hours and 15 minutes of Bones' time.
Hey, I'm here for it.
I took up 2 hours of your guys' time. Oh,
Which, if they didn't want to be here, they wouldn't have stayed. They wouldn't have been here. They wouldn't have even come in and said hi. But they did.
they did. You guys came in to say hi, and I appreciate it so much. So, so much. Thank you. I'll be setting up another reminder for see if you guys are available. Um, and then I'll post it because, algorithm and stuff. I don't know how that works. So,
Yeah, you need to do that.
yeah, I never know how that works. But I'm glad some people got it. And they're here and I'm so excited. So excited. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much for coming. And I will start making content about domestic violence, and you'll see it's going to be it's going to be very educational, but done in a loving way and with a little bit of tough love of let's get your bootstraps on and let's go. Just empowerment.
It's going to be good.
So,
It's going to be good because when you started posting that stuff, people said to you in the chat, and the feedback was always, I needed to hear that today.
oh,
And so I think you'll find that people will really appreciate it because sometimes they just need to hear it. And they may not have known they needed to hear it. But when they hear it, they're like, I needed to hear that. Thank you.
right. And everything that I'm doing every day, I don't see why I can't do it here and reach a bigger audience. But it is going to be a little bit different than what I did before, which is fine. Um, it's going to have more of specific videos based on a topic within domestic violence. So that way, we can learn how to, escape a relationship, how to deal with an abusive partner, because a lot of people don't want to leave. So we can talk about that. But, well, I want to thank you. Don't thank me. I want to thank you for coming.
I tell you
I
what would be really good if you could do a video on how to help somebody if you're a friend, because I recently found out that someone that I know, and I didn't know at the time, was going through a lot, a lot.
Oh no.
She's been very open about it now.
Well, definitely. I mean, there are lots of things that friends and family members can do to, help the victim, even though the victim may not be wanting the help at the time. But you just want to make sure that they know that you're there. There's no judgment. There's no because people will go back in a relationship and people will be like, why did they go back? There's so many different things and reasons why people go back, why people stay. And I want to unpack all that and put it in categories to where we can address it head on. And in those things. Thank you, Irish. I love your guys' stance too.
Yeah, it'll be good. There's so much to cover. I think it'll be helpful, like for people that, like you say, like I said, like if you know somebody or you learn that that's what's been going on, you know, it's
Mm-hmm.
because it goes on so much, doesn't it? Like it's sadly it's rife.
Yeah.
And you just
Well, oh, I got into trouble doing that.
yeah, but see, the thing is, you do it because, like, normally if it's an attack on somebody that you, like, the thing is, like, at the time when these things were happening, you're someone that will stand up for your people. So if it's your friend, or someone that you think was your friend, you are passionate because you're fucking annoyed because they're your friend. And
Yeah.
that's what friends do. I would do it. Anyone in this room who has friends would do so. But then obviously attacks then come back and then you've got to defend yourself. So you can totally see why. But don't ever lose the passion there, because I know if I needed you, you'd got my back and you'd be passionate
Absolutely.
about it. You wouldn't mince, you'd fix it. So don't lose the passion. We just got to keep it in the right place.
I promise it'll be kept in the right place.
Yeah, it will
You
be.
are so funny, Irish. You're right. The trouble was underestimated. I was like, what the heck?
It's good to be passionate. That's the word we use. We don't use the word mad or angry or aggressive. It's just passion, okay? She's got a passion for people she cares about.
I do. I do. But I'm not going to go into that area
No,
again.
no.
I haven't had. It was so, oh my God. I can't remember who I was talking about. Oh, so much fun.
I'm not triggered, I'm passionate.
That's so true. That's so true.
Oh,
Oh,
that
is
could be
that who
your
I was
merch.
talking about?
That could be your merch line. I'm not triggered, I'm passionate. So you could have like Kelly the Advocate and then I'm not triggered, I'm passionate. Have that in your coffee cup and drink it.
Oh my God. Yeah, you guys crack me up. I can't believe I can't believe they remember that. I even forgot about that. Well, she remembered it.
There's always going to be things that people are going to remember. And there's things that I'm going to remember. You're never going to forget them. Just saying.
Oh my God. Well, you guys are funny. Yeah, I forgot about. They're like, I didn't forget. You were slamming doors. I forgot about that. That is so funny. Well, I'm sure
Oh my
that
God,
video
tag
is
me in
still
it. I
out
need to
there.
sing it. You may be sure to tag me in that, Welshie.
She said that video's still out there. Oh my God. I was so mad. Yeah, I was that time. I think I was triggered. I don't think I was
No,
passionate
no,
that
no.
day.
You weren't triggered. You were passionate.
I'm passionate.
Nothing wrong with a bit of passion.
What are you sorry about, Welshie? You're fine. You, you make me laugh. It's so funny.
Oh God, who's got it?
Guess who's got it? I don't know.
Oh my God. Do we want to know? This is where you wish they could type faster.
Well, she typed faster. No, just kidding.
So much faster, please. It's like when you're waiting for a reply in message and you see the bubble, and then they send it and it's one word, or you're like, what?
It's called A Star and a Mama. Huh. I don't know who that is. Star and a Mama.
Look, we're intelligent on a lot of levels, but solving puzzles and and things where we've got to guess things is not probably my forte or yours. We just need to know who it is.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, who? Who's that? See, I still don't know who this is. Who is this?
It's still it it's one of Mensa's people.
I don't know who that is. I only know Mensa, and I only know her through.
I missed you guys. You guys are so funny. I missed you all. Well, I hope you guys will end this live to give you guys your lives back. And but we will go live again and have more fun and remember good old times, but talk about new times.
And she will, because I'll make her.
She'll make me, guys. That's true.
No backing out now. There was no
No,
backing out tonight. I was like, no, we are doing it.
we're doing it.
What did
All
I
right,
say to you?
guys.
I think I said something, didn't I? I was like, I'm committed now. Oh, I told people on my TikTok. I said I've got my friends coming over. You committed?
Yeah,
So she had no choice. So yeah,
yeah,
she'll be there.
right, Tamra. I thought it was kind of interesting as well. I did too. Oh, it's a 127 there. Dang, lady, gotta get some sleepy poo.
Sleeping what now?
It's 127 out there.
I
Where
know.
she's
When we're done, I'm probably gonna message you and watch Grey's Anatomy. So
woo, Grey's Anatomy.
yeah,
Julie loves that show.
yeah.
I
Me
think
and
she's gonna
Julie.
go into medical field because of that show. She
Yeah.
told me that she's gonna go in there in
When
the
I
medical
come
field.
when I come visit, then me and Julie are gonna just rerun Grey's Anatomy and talk about it.
And
Like
talk about
it's
it.
important.
I saw the one scene where or the episode where is his name Derek? He got killed.
Oh,
Oh
don't.
my god, I cried like a baby and I don't even watch that show. Julie
I've
was like, "What are
watched
you doing?"
I've watched Derek die about 6 times now, and George. If you cried with Derek, you will cry with George.
That's not good.
No.
Oh, thank you, Welshie, for being here. Thank you for everyone in the chat. And come back soon.
We will.
I'll be
You
back.
you come back soon.
I'll be back soon. I love you guys. Thanks, Tamara, for coming. I'm so glad to see your face and your gorgeous hair. I love her hair. She always has nice hair. Um, you guys take care. Take care of each other. Love your family and friends. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. I love you guys.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Okay, I'm not going to sing this time.
Oh, see, I was hoping you were going to do that. Now you ruined it.
Okay. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. All right. Good night, everyone. I love
Good
you all.
night.
I love you guys.
Good
Good seeing
night.
you. Bye.